some people naturally did it. They'd say, oh, I can see it so bad, I can taste it. I remember reading about I think it was Fran Tarkenton's a great quarterback in American football one time. He said, I would lie in bed at night before a game, and I would imagine every possible scenario against any possible defense the other team could give. We're on the 5-yard line, they're in a nickel defense. We're at the 50-yard line, it's a 3-2-1, whatever. And he said, I would imagine what play we were going to do, and I would see it perfectly, everyone doing their thing. And so some people naturally just visualize it, but all of us can learn to do that. And every golfer who's learned to do it, every athlete of any kind that's learned to do it, has improved their performance. And we know the body can't tell the difference between a real event and an imagined event, which is why you can have a stick on the ground that looks like a snake and you almost pee your pants, because the imagination is so real your body can't tell the difference. I take people in my seminars, teach them this. I'll have them stand up, close their eyes, and I have them imagine they're standing on the top of the tallest building in the world, which today is the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, which I've actually been to. And this Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, the last movie was filmed there. And so you're like, I don't know, 125 stories up. And I have them imagine walking to the edge of a terrace that has no railing. And then they have to look down. And invariably everyone, you can see people shudder, they jerk, you see them pulling back. Now, where were they really standing in a room? The worst they could have fallen was like 3 or 4 feet onto the floor. But they had sweaty palms, their heartbeat went up, etc. Why? Because the body cannot tell the difference between a real event and an imagined event. So we can rehearse anything in visualization, actually get better at it. Jean Houston, who's a wonderful teacher, actually does, she'll take artists and she'll say, okay, draw me, you got 5 minutes to draw a leaf. No, draw a leaf. She says, okay, now we're going to close our eyes and we're going to go inside and we're going to go to 2 years of art school in 10 minutes. And she has you imagine you're studying with a master and they're teaching you about shading and they're teaching you about the lighting, and they're teaching you about, lines and all this stuff. And then they come back, it's been 10 minutes, and then they draw another leaf. It's like looking at a 3rd grader drawing a leaf and a master drawing a leaf like Rembrandt. The night and day difference is so amazing. And what all they did was they accessed the part of them that actually knows more, but it's not being accessed by the mind. And so visualization can increase our performance, and I would say like 500%. I've actually participated in that with Jean and watched it happen. It's amazing. I've watched her do it with instruments, people that play an instrument, and then they do this 2 years and 5 minutes thing, and they come back, and oh my God, they play 10 times better. And then also we can use imagery to put in an image so that our subconscious will actually come up with a solution to a problem. Like when I wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul, I didn't have a title. Meditated, asked for a title, thought about it for weeks and went into meditation. On the 3rd day, out comes a hand, it writes chicken soup. I say, what's chicken soup have to do with it? I said, your grandmother gave you chicken soup when you were sick? I said, oh, it's not sick. Book's not about sick people. The voice said people's spirits are sick. Chicken soup for the sick spirit. Chicken soup for the spirit. Chicken soup for the soul. Goosebumps. Title, it's now spawned a business that's worth $100 million. So create, the imagination. We always say a picture is worth 1,000 words or 10,000 words. Why is that? Because visual pictures are much more powerful. The subconscious thinks in pictures more powerfully than it thinks in words. And that's why, we will see just one photograph and a whole world of emotions go through us. Whereas I could say a name, I'd get some, but it wouldn't be the same thing. Well, a lot of people tell me I can't visualize. I close my eyes, I don't see anything. And if anyone's watching this and that's you, what I'll do in a seminar is I'll say, okay, close your eyes, you who don't see anything, right? I'll say, can you imagine your car at home? They go, oh yeah. Can you imagine sitting behind the wheel? Yeah. Now in a moment, I'm going to ask you to open up the glove box, or whatever you call there's another term for that, I can't think of it right now.
La boîte à gants?
Yeah, very good in French. And I want you to imagine there's something in there you would never expect to find in your glove box. So go ahead and open it up and tell me what it is. And I go, oh, it's a gun, or it's a doll, or it's an apple. And I'll say, can you see it? Not really. How do you know? I just know it's a gun. That's visualization. And there's some, about, 15 to 30% of people are what are called eidetic visualizers. They actually see it like a Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, Technicolor, Super Scope, Dolby Sound movie. Most people don't, and they think they're not visualizing. But just thinking the thought and kind of picturing it in your mind. Now, what you can do to develop your visual capacity, because you can do this, you can train yourself. Like right now, we're sitting here in my living room and I'm looking at a lamp. I can close my eyes and try to imagine the lamp. Then I open my eyes and go, oh, I missed all the little dots going down the side. So I close my eyes, I put the dots back in. Then I open my eyes, oh, I missed a little rim around the bottom of the shade, and I put that back in. Open my eyes, oh, there's light on the left-hand side there coming in from the window. I put that in. So you're beginning to build the visual muscle. And the more you do that, the more powerful your visualizations become. So I think it's a valuable thing to learn how to do. Some people, it comes natural. Others of us have to train ourselves.